22nd of November for the last time Dundee United lost a game at home, so manager Ian McCall's vision of Fortress Paradise seems to be taking shape nicely. It certainly scared the living daylights out of Kilmarnock. Andy McLaren's cross created a good early opening for Barry Robson. The home fans didn't have to wait long for a goal, mind. Just 11 minutes had elapsed when Robson supplied an ideal cross for Jim McIntyre. The United striker was to have a field day against some less than inspired defending. Killie really were all over the place in the opening 45, and whatever way United chose to attack brought its reward. They went for the aerial route for goal number 2, and this time it was Charlie Miller in the right place at the right time to double the home side's lead. Andy McLaren's head flick setting up Miller's 4th goal of the season. That really seemed to knock the stuffing out of Kilmarnock, and sensing that his prey was particularly vulnerable, Jim McIntyre went in for the kill. His second goal, like his first, was set up by the excellent Barry Robson. And this is a striker bang on form and full of confidence. Now here's a rarity, a tactical double substitution inside the first half hour. Greer and Dargo coming on for McLaughlin and Hay, with Killie already 3 down. The changes didn't make too much difference initially, as United continued their stroll in the Tannadice Park, and when Charlie Miller was invited to go up a gear, he nearly set up McIntyre for his hat-trick. The danger was far from over though, and Barry Robson's left foot almost punished the Killie defence further. And Robson's contribution was far from over. His persistence and willingness to fight helped set up goal number 4. Derek McInnes played in Jim McIntyre, and his hat-trick was never in doubt. His 3 well-taken goals took him to 10 for the season and had Kilmarnock facing humiliation. There's not an awful lot you can do when you're 4-0 down before half-time, except press forward and try to salvage some pride. Chris Boyd tried his best, but Paul Gallagher in goal was alert to the danger. At least there was some sign of life from a Killie point of view. Although at times the visitors seemed to lapse back into their slumber and let United play as they pleased. A state of affairs which almost led to a 5th for Charlie Miller as the interval approached. You could sense Jim Jeffries winding himself up for some harsh half-time words. Killie did reappear with a much greater sense of purpose, but the frustration didn't diminish, and Craig Dargle's effort was disallowed for offside. And boy did he not like that decision. Not much wrong with Eric Scora's delivery or Gary McDonald's knockdown, and Dargle was very unfortunate to be penalised. Kilmarnock, to their credit, kept plugging away in search of a goal, and their second half display did probably deserve one. It was Danny Invincible who claimed it, to at least give the visiting fans a reason to smile with just under half an hour left. Chris Boyd's assist set up Invincible's 4th strike in his last 3 games. And that was pretty much that. The game petered out fairly quietly, except of course for a well-deserved ovation for the home hat-trick hero.
We started the game very well. It was important after last week's draw at Thistle that we kept the home record going, and we started like a house on fire really.
The home record is an excellent one. I think in the last 8 it's 6 wins and 2 draws. What is it down to?
I think it's confidence. You know, for a long time we struggled at home, and we got a good result against Hearts, and we've kind of kicked on from there. And obviously beating the Old Firm, one half of the Old Firm at home, gives you massive confidence.
You must be delighted yourself with a hat-trick and 3 fine goals as well.
It's the first hat-trick, senior hat-trick I've scored at first team level anyway, so I'm absolutely delighted.
I don't think I've ever been in charge of a team that's played that badly. In fact, didn't turn up the first half. First 20 minutes, in fact the first couple of minutes we lost simple headers, balls playing in the box, and from there we never really recovered. I think they scored 4 goals in 20 minute spell. They hit us with everything. We just kept capitulated with the thing, and you know, we gave them a right going over at half time. And the second half, it was all about trying to make sure that we didn't have the same sort of performance. But we're coming at half time, and I said what the second half proved to me was that you cheated us at the first half.
Day to forget for Kilmarnock, they remain second bottom, but Dundee United open a little bit of daylight. They're in the top 6 with a 5-point gap, but it's still very tight in the bottom half. Happy dressing room at Tannadice yesterday, I would think, Billy.
Certainly was. It's probably the best the boys have played all season, the first half. Delighted for big Jim McIntyre. He's like an unsung hero. He's like a team player, just plays for the team, throws himself into aerial challenges to get his reward yesterday, in the way he finished. It was an unbelievable hat-trick, so delighted for him, but the team as a whole played, we couldn't have asked for any more.
It's a really good long unbeaten home record, isn't it?